The sun peeked through Charlotte Arnold's window, casting golden ribbons of light across her cozy bedroom and gently waking her from a restful sleep. It was a crisp October morning, the kind that tingled with possibility and made the air feel fresh and new. Today was the day, her long-awaited trip to the Morton Arboretum, a place she'd dreamed of visiting for months. She dressed in her favorite jeans, a sky-blue sweater that matched the clear morning sky, and sturdy walking shoes, feeling ready for whatever adventure awaited her. Packing her backpack with water, snacks, a camera, and a sketchbook, Charlotte felt a buzz of excitement. She double-checked her list, not wanting to forget a single thing that might help her capture the day's beauty. She sipped tea by the window, imagining fields of daffodils swaying in the breeze, and let her mind wander to the colors and scents she'd soon experience. The thought of escaping the city for a day of nature was pure bliss. She longed for the quiet, the open sky, and the gentle hum of life outside the city's rush. She finished her tea, grabbed her keys, and set out, heart fluttering with anticipation for the day ahead. The drive was peaceful, music playing softly as trees flashed by, their leaves just starting to turn green, hinting at the promise of spring. Charlotte relished the rare quiet, a welcome break from her busy life and the constant buzz of the city. She thought of her days on Degrassi, how different this was, how much she'd grown since then, and how grateful she felt for moments like these. Today was about slowing down, trading city noise for birdsong, and letting herself be present in the moment. She smiled, knowing her adventure was just beginning, and that the day held endless possibilities. The promise of flowers and fresh air pulled her onward, each step bringing her closer to the beauty she'd been craving. Charlotte was ready to embrace the day, open to whatever wonders nature had in store for her. Entering the Morton Arboretum felt like stepping into another world, a place where nature's beauty seemed to stretch endlessly in every direction. The air was alive with the promise of spring, and the gentle hum of visitors arriving added to the sense of excitement. Charlotte rolled down her window, breathing in the fresh floral air. The scent of blooming flowers and damp earth filled her senses, instantly lifting her mood and making her feel connected to the world outside. Towering trees lined the road, sunlight flickering through their branches. The play of light and shadow on the pavement made the drive feel magical, as if she were entering a secret garden hidden from the rest of the world. She parked, grabbed her backpack, and headed to the visitor center for a map. The building's big windows framed gardens bursting with color, inviting her to step inside and begin her adventure. Friendly staff and happy visitors filled the space with energy. Laughter and conversation echoed off the walls, making the atmosphere feel warm and welcoming. Map in hand, Charlotte set off toward Daffodil Glade, her heart racing with anticipation for what she might discover. The path wound through groves and past ponds, spring's details everywhere. Purple and white flowers dotted the grass. Ducklings trailed their mother in a pond. Every step revealed something new. A flash of color, a bird's song, the gentle ripple of water. The sun warmed her skin, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. Stress melted away as she walked, fully present in the moment, grateful for the peace and beauty surrounding her. She made a mental note to explore more next time, already imagining future visits. Today, though, was all about the daffodils. The path curved. She was almost there, her excitement building with every step. Charlotte rounded a bend and gasped. Before her, a hillside blazed with yellow Daffodil Glade. It was more breathtaking than any photo. Sunlight made the petals glow, the air sweet with their scent. She stood in awe, a huge smile spreading across her face. Visitors wandered, equally enchanted. The glade was framed by tall trees, yellow blooms rolling across the landscape. Some daffodils clustered thickly, others scattered like wild brushstrokes. Charlotte felt pure happiness. Sadness impossible here. She followed a winding path through the flowers, careful not to disturb them. The world faded to birdsong and the soft rustle of petals. She felt as if she were walking through a golden river. The path was soft, the air alive with spring. It was pure magic. Charlotte breathed it all in, savoring the moment. Looking closer, Charlotte saw daffodils of every kind, classic yellow, creamy white, frilly doubles. Each was a tiny masterpiece. She gently touched a petal, marveling at its silkiness. The glade was alive with sound, the breeze, birds, a woodpecker's rhythm, bees humming. Charlotte closed her eyes, letting the natural symphony wash over her. The colors dazzled, yellow blooms, green leaves, dark tree trunks, blue sky. Light danced across the flowers, shifting from bold to soft in sun and shade. Charlotte's artist spirit soared. She wanted to remember every shade, every hue. The landscape changed with every step, like a living painting. She felt lucky to witness such beauty. The sheer scale was overwhelming, nature's masterpiece on full display. Charlotte walked on, inspired. The glade felt endless, a feast for the senses. Along the path, Charlotte met an older couple on a bench. The woman pointed out a daffodil with a bright orange center. "That's a poeta's daffodil." Charlotte smiled, amazed by the variety. The couple, regular visitors, shared stories of springs past. The man, a retired botanist, explained daffodils' resilience. "They're toxic, so animals leave them alone." Their passion was infectious, deepening Charlotte's appreciation. She thanked them and continued on. Further along, she met a staff member tending the flowers. "How many daffodils are here?" she asked. "Over 1 million bulbs," he replied, grinning. He explained how new bulbs are added and pointed out a rare all-white daffodil. Charlotte felt like she'd gotten a secret tour. The staff's enthusiasm was clear. She was grateful for those who made this beauty possible. The human connections made the day even richer. Inspired by the beauty around her, Charlotte found a quiet spot in the tall grass and took out her camera, feeling the gentle breeze on her face and the warmth of the sun on her back. She snapped wide shots of the rolling hillside blanketed in wildflowers, then leaned in for close-ups of daffodil petals glistening with morning dew, determined to capture every delicate detail. Sunlight filtered through the trees, casting shifting patterns on the blooms and painting the meadow in gold and green. After a while, she switched to her sketchbook, eager to draw a cluster of daffodils dancing in the gentle breeze, their stems swaying with life. Her pencil moved freely, lines loose and expressive, capturing not just the form of the flowers, but the feeling of the moment, the energy and movement of nature itself. She lost herself in the moment, the world around her fading away as she became absorbed in her art, her mind quiet and clear. Suddenly, a little girl paused nearby to watch, her eyes wide with curiosity. "You're a good drawer," she exclaimed, before skipping off with a bright smile. Charlotte smiled, her heart warmed by the sweet interruption and the simple joy of being noticed. She finished her sketch, carefully dated it in the corner, and tucked it away in her bag, feeling a quiet sense of accomplishment. The drawing wasn't perfect, but it was hers, a memory on paper, a piece of the day she could always return to. She breathed deeply, knowing she'd remember the scent of wildflowers, the distant birdsong, and the peace that filled the air. Charlotte felt content, her creative spirit renewed and her heart full from the simple act of creating outdoors. She packed up her things, ready for the walk back, grateful for the inspiration the day had given her. The day's magic was captured in her heart and sketchbook, a fleeting moment preserved forever. As the sun dipped lower, Charlotte took one last look at the golden sea. She felt refreshed, grateful, and inspired. The day had been a gift, a reminder of life's simple joys. Walking back, she reflected on the colors, the sounds, the people she'd met. Nature had filled her creative well. She thought of how she'd bring this peace into her work. The visit was a perfect escape, a day of reflection and connection. The friendly faces and shared love of nature made it special. Charlotte promised herself more adventures like this. Back in her car, she felt calm and energized. The memory of 1 million daffodils would stay with her. She drove away, already planning her return. The image of sunlit blooms was etched in her mind, a beautiful, lasting inspiration. The day at Daffodil Glade had refreshed her soul.